Hello traders, Day Trader Matt here. eminitradingpit.com is the new website. Uh, Second video I've done since I've had the new website. It's been fun. The old website had some issues, viruses on the server, stuff like that. The people that own the servers didn't know how to fix it. It is what it is. But anyway, let's get into what we did today because that is what this video is about. So I made three trades, 3 for 0. All of them were successful. Pulled out 12.5 points or $625. That's gross. Obviously, with commission, it's going to be slightly less, but you're going to make well over $600 net. And that is what I want to talk about. Very good amount of money. 2.5 hours pulling out over $600 net is very good. And, of course, trading, you can make, you can lose. That's what trading's about. But trading, I think, is the most fun business anyone could ever have. But it takes a long time to be able to learn the skills to operate it. I say it's probably the most difficult way to make the easy money. So anyway, as price opened, price did gap up a little bit. And I usually don't make a trade in the first 10 to maybe 30 minutes. Sometimes I do, but a lot of times I don't. And this was one of those times. I kind of just sat on my hands and watched price move. And it moved sideways here. And then it started to drop, which was very interesting to see. Kind of made me want to be short and never really pulled back. And then in here it started to chop a little bit. And as it made this move down, I decided, okay, I'm gonna put in an order. I want to be short, and it was right up here at 44.59 quarter. You can see price actually came up to 44.59 half. So we got in there, great entry, and then price immediately turned down and hit 44.56 half. So we got our 2-point trade, our 2-point first target. I moved my stop down, so I was +1 on my stop. Of course, price came up and stopped me out. Interestingly enough, it did reject up here, but then it didn't go anywhere from there. So right now we're up 2.25 points, waiting on another trade, and price starts to work its way up. Looks good, comes back down, supports, looks good still. I was looking to get long down here. It actually held up here, which was very interesting, and started to work its way up. Well, in that instance, I was watching price. I was watching it closely, and as it came up here at 73 half, I decided, okay, I want to be long. I'm going to put in my order at 70 half. Well, price came down to 70 even. So that was actually a really good entry there. And then price started to work in my favor. I took my first target of 2 points, and then price started to work its way even higher. Well, as it came up here, I decided, okay, I'm going to be very aggressive with my entry. I like the trade, and I want to be aggressive. So we moved our stop up to 76 up here. Price did come down and take that out. 76 half, excuse me. It was a 6 point, 6 points on that remainder. So 6.5 took us out, and then it came down a little bit more. Then it started to run higher. Well, on this move higher, I decided I want to be long if it comes back down. So down here, I had an order in at 77 even. So we got long at 77. Price did come up, gave me this first target. I did move my stop up to +1, and I shortly got stopped out of that one. And then price started coming down, and it just kept coming down. And over here, I decided, let's just go ahead and I'll talk about what I'm seeing going forward, what I'm looking for. I always do analysis every morning before the trading day starts, and then every late morning, early afternoon, whatever you want to call that, right before I close the room, I talk about an analysis, and I use the E-mini, whereas I use the S&P on my YouTube videos. I use the ES, and I get very specific about what I'm looking for, what I'm, I usually have at least 2 or 3 different scenarios. If one thing happens, if another thing happens, and that's what I do. So I started to do that, and then we just went ahead and shut down the room, took off. Uh, made pretty decent profit, and pick it back up tomorrow. We have some news before the bell tomorrow, so it should be fun. Should start with some volatility, but I wanted to highlight today and talk about it a little bit. We had 3 trades. They were all successful, but you don't have to be in the market all the time. A lot of new traders think that they need to be in the market all the time. So the market moved down. Oh, I should have been in that. Market moved up right here. Should have been in that. Market moved down here. Should have been in that. Market moved up here, but you weren't in this part. Oh, I should have been in that. You don't have to be. What do you make on your job? The last job you had, what do you make on that? Well, can you do that in trading? You don't have to do something every single time. So when you have a job, you're working for somebody, they're giving you your income. You need to be productive. You need to be doing stuff all day. Well, in trading, being productive is different than working for somebody. In trading, you're working for yourself. In most cases, sometimes you're working at a firm and you're working for someone else, but you're trading. But trading is a little bit different. Productivity is. So in trading, being productive can mean different things. So waiting for your setup, that's part of being productive. Obviously placing a trade is doing something. That's some productivity. But waiting for your setup, trying to see if different levels are holding and trying to see what setups are working, that's also being productive. You're not actually doing anything. You don't have any money changing hands, but it's still part of being productive. Whereas if you're working for somebody, they want you to do certain things. So it's the same type of thing. So you don't have to be in a trade all the time. I know that's something that a lot of people that I work with do talk about, is needing to feel like you're doing something. And trading is a little bit different on that concept. I don't want to make the video too long. I wanted to touch on that a little bit. If you have any further questions or comments or feedback on that, feel free to reach out to me. I have my contact in the description, or if you are cool chatting on a public forum, comment section below. So if you like the video, throw a like. If not, throw a dislike. Appreciate the Discord. With that, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you in the markets. Thanks and take care.